Good morning, gang. It's Saturday, the 31st of August, 2019. Welcome along to Bracknell and this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you live from our massive television studio complex here in Royal Berkshire this morning. I had a mouthful of tea leaves a moment ago. You know when you get to the bottom of the cup? Like that. Because I use tea leaves. I swapped over to tea leaves actually about 2 years ago now. Me and my mate, we started going to afternoon teas. These really posh afternoon teas in like hotels, posh hotels and stately homes, sort of around the southeast of the country and in London. And we started, and of course it's all like, it's no tea bags at afternoon teas, unless you go to a really cheap one. Don't go for a cheap afternoon tea. It's nothing like a proper one. You've got to spend the money, dear. Don't be so bloody tight. Spend the cash. Honestly, you can't take it with you. Can't take it with you. And I moved over to tea leaves then, and I've tried all sorts of different ones. At the moment, I'm drinking Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea leaves, and you get about 250 grams for about... Is it £2.50, which is fairly reasonable, and that's. I do like a strong cup of tea, not too much milk. Oh no, I can't have anyone make me tea. Very few people make me tea. They make the tea. Do you want any milk? Yeah, just a little tiny drop. Okay, remember, just a little tiny drop, and then they pour half the bottle in. Starbucks is the best one for that. When you go up, can I have your name, please? No. Oh, okay then. Do you want room for milk? Room for milk, they say. Room for milk. No, just give me the bloody cup, dear. I'll tip a bit away if there isn't enough room. No, it's all to save on their water bill, isn't it, I suppose? Something like that. So I've just had a mouthful of tea leaves. Another disaster this morning already. And I've only been up an hour. A disaster already. I literally, as I was sitting here and the music was playing, right? As I was sitting here, a little email popped into my very, very important email letterbox, boys and girls. And it says, your Amazon delivery has been posted through your letterbox. And I looked down and thought, well, it can't be the soundproof curtains. It must be the ear. Oh, what are they called? You know, the ear muffler thing. Oh, what are they called now? Earplugs. It must be the earplugs. Anyway, I had a look and there it is. Hear Protec Sleep Earplugs 4. Your package has been posted for your letterbox. I thought, fantastic. I'll go downstairs, fetch them up here, and we'll be able to, examine them, perhaps test them out. Now, yesterday, while I was still up in Lincolnshire, I had to go to the chemist for some of that Galveston liquid stuff, And I thought, I wonder if they've got any earplugs in here. I'll take them back to the caravan, just in case the kids are still there next door to me, and I'll be able to test them out. Anyway, so I went into this little Boots the Chemist, and I think it was 50 pairs of earplugs for like £6.99. I thought I'll give those a go, so I got these things. I couldn't find them in the shop, There's a massive queue in there. This is the Boots in Woodhall Spa. It was about, I'd say, massive queue. It was 4 of us in the queue. That's massive to me. Oh, I can't be doing with waiting, dear. Can't stand waiting. And, I got to the front of the queue eventually. I said, have you got earplugs? Yeah, I'll show you where they are. And as she said that and started coming out from behind the desk, I heard a tut behind me. Some miserable old bastard with one tooth in his head. You know the sort that would have appeared on the Jeremy Kyle show. In this, I thought it was Jeremy Corbyn, to be honest. He was dressed like that. Scruffy old gitty, tutting. I said, and I looked round and I said, sorry to make you wait. And I carried on with my purchase. And she bought me this box of earplugs, little foamy type things like that. So that was fine. So I then took them round to my sister's house because I was going to see my brother-in-law and my sister. And I said, look, I've got these. I want to test these out. So I've put them in my earplugs. And I said, go on, talk to me, Martin. And Martin, brother-in-law, he's got... I said, just stop mucking about and talk. Anyway, he spoke. Didn't make any difference at all. I said, well, these aren't working. I said, I can still hear you just almost as loud as what you were. He said, no, you've got to screw them up. I haven't got them with me. You've got to screw them up, apparently, and then push them into your ear. And then you'll feel them expand. And I thought to myself, do you know, it's funny. I've had a similar feeling to that, where you've put something in you and felt it expand. Anyone else felt that before? Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. I thought, I'm looking forward to this small morsel of pleasure. I really am. So I screwed up this thing and pushed him in my ear. I said, right, go and talk. And he talked. And I said, I can still hear you. He said, give him a chance to expand. I said, okay. And I said, right, go and talk again. And he did sound a little bit muffled. But I could still hear him quite clearly. He said, maybe you haven't pushed him in far enough. So I pulled him out again and scrunched him up again and pushed him back in my ear again like that, right? Now, when I do that, right, if I do that, right, that really does cut down on noise, okay, with my fingers. But it's really difficult, to go to sleep like that. I'll just try it out now. No, it's not working. Because when you turn over, of course, that really does deaden the noise, doesn't it? That does actually work. Whether or not I'll be able to sleep in complete silence like that, because you can't hear a clock ticking or anything, I don't know. Anyway, so I said, okay, well, let's give it the ultimate test. I'll ask my sister to say something. And if she could say excited, if when she gets excited, she starts screeching. Like a magpie. Like when there's magpies outside and one of them has been killed by a cat, right? And all the others gathered around. They gather around. Have you seen this before? Oh, yes, dear. You can't necessarily see them. They start hiding. These magpies, when one of their owners been killed by a cat, they all come to round the trees around the area and they start screeching. Like that they are. Well, that's like my sister. That's it. I said, that will be the ultimate test to try and have a conversation with my sister while the earplugs are in. So I said, sis, can you say... And sure enough, there, she didn't need didn't need to be asked twice. She starts. And they still weren't blocking out the sound. Anyway, I rung up my friend Tom. Martin's laughing. Stop laughing, Martin. I rung up my friend Tom last night on the way home on my hands-free car kit. Don't be ringing the police, dear. Ow, you shouldn't use a phone while you're driving. I don't touch a phone. I speak to it. I say, call Tom Edwards. And it's marvellous, really. And I was mentioning this to him. He said, and he gave me a brand of earplugs that he swears by that apparently you can get from a chemist. It begins with Q. I can't remember what it was now. I wrote it down on a receipt in the car. I pulled over and I better write these down before I forget it. So I think it begins with Q. So I'm going into town a little bit later on. So I'll see if I can find any in there. But going back to this Amazon thing, it says it's been posted through the letterbox. So I went downstairs and there's nothing there. There's no delivery there. I've gone on like that Amazon help thing and I typed in, you get that automatic chatting thing, don't you? I typed in there and it came back telling me that the package is expected on Tuesday. Well, why have I had an email then saying that the package has been delivered this morning? It's bizarre, isn't it? So I'm not quite sure what to do about that. Is there can you ring Amazon? Can you actually ring Amazon, like make a phone call to them? I don't know if you can. I'll have to do a bit of searching. Maybe someone, one of you has got experience of that and can let me know. So there we are. And I'll let you know how I get on with that. So no earplugs this morning. It's very hot when I woke. Did you feel hot last night? I felt quite warm when I woke up this morning. And I've gone downstairs and the thermometer downstairs says like 19 degrees. I thought it was supposed to cool off, wasn't it? It's going to cool off, though, this weekend, apparently. All right, I've got your messages coming in. I shall come back to those in a moment. Today is our raffle, okay, usually on a Monday, but I can't be here Monday and I won't be here Tuesday morning either because we got the funeral on Tuesday of our lovely Mary who we lost on Wednesday morning it was. So we got the Catholic Church first. That's at 12 o'clock in Camden. Catholic funeral. So it will be 10 hours long, 200 hymns, and we close the door until you've sung every last verse. I'll make sure of that, darling. Don't you worry, mate. You ever been to a Catholic funeral? They go on and on. Non-Catholics hate them. Ha! We love them. Singing and praying away at full volume for hours on end. Yes. Mary would absolutely love. I hope they do Immaculate Mary. 14 verses. Immaculate Mary, our hearts are on fire. Who titles so wondrous fills all our desire. Ave, Ave, Ave Maria. Ave, Ave, Ave Maria. Do you want another verse? Oh, please yourselves. Don't matter. It doesn't bother me. We'll be doing a whole lot on Tuesday. Every last verse. And as I say, they lock the doors. And then a collection plate comes round. Don't embarrass yourselves and put anything less than 50 quid in that collection point, or the priest drags you out the church and he beats you into... And you are robbed. You are... you are robbed. So that's Mary's funeral, which is on Tuesday. I'll tell you where that is. It's at Lady of Hal, H-A-L, church. I don't actually know that. I don't know where A Lady of Hal. That's a new one on me, to be honest. At 12 o'clock on Tuesday. 165 Arlington Road in Camden town. So 12 o'clock, I'm hoping to go to the... Well, I will be. I'll be going to the church. And then after that at the crematorium in Islington at 2 o'clock. Islington Crematorium, 278 High Road, N2, which is massive, apparently. This crematorium is massive, and it's deep inside Islington and St Pancras Cemetery, signposted from the entrance. So that's good. But, I mean, you know, don't get there... arranging to get there for 2 o'clock and then getting to the gates at 2 o'clock, because I gather from other people it's quite a long way round. Okay, it's a fairly long journey to have to go round there. All right, so that's on Tuesday, and we're very much looking forward to that. If you can't make either of those, we're having quite a little thing at Central Station on Monday. Monday was the night that non-Irish Mary from Ireland used to come down to our karaoke. She used to come Monday and Friday, but as that awful disease took hold, she became it became more painful whenever you were knocked. If you see what I mean. You know when you're in a pub and you might go to the bar and someone sort of jars you a little bit, you don't think anything of it. Well, if you're feeling pain, you feel it. And eventually she stopped coming on the Friday, but she carried on coming on the Mondays right up to 2 weeks ago, when I feel quite privileged to have sung with her. I don't know, that might well have been the last time she sung at karaoke, but I felt very privileged to be able to sing with her 2 weeks ago. You're the One That I Want, and, you know, the Grease Mega Mix, that one. So that's on Tuesday, all right? I had a dream last night. I woke up this morning with a bit of a start, you know, rather than the usual. And I was really tired last night. I've got to tell you, I was really tired last night. I tried to have my usual sleep on a Friday, and actually my neighbours, so I got new neighbours in the caravan, which have got 2 children that are very noisy. Very noisy, but that's how children are, you know. I do understand that, and I'm trying to do some stuff in the caravan to alleviate the noise. I don't feel I can go to them and say, you know, can you not make your children make noise? You can't do that, you know. They're children, for Christ's sake. So I've got to do something inside the caravan. I've ordered a curtain and the earplugs. But they'd gone, and I kind of went into bed, but I couldn't, you know, it's the weirdest thing. It was quiet, but I couldn't sleep, because I was waiting for noise. Do you see what I mean? I couldn't actually sleep because I was waiting for noise. Thanks for your messages. I'll come to those in a minute, boys and girls. Okay. So I think I closed my eyes a few times and opened them. And then eventually I woke up sort of 45. I must have dropped off for a little bit, maybe half an hour. And then I woke up about 45 minutes before the alarm was due to go off. And I thought, I can't sleep. So I had a shower and a little bit of a tidy around, and I left for work at 4 o'clock. But certainly on my way to work last night, I felt tired before I got there, and then I got to work doing the karaoke last night in Central Station in King's Cross, where I'm every Friday night, 8:30. I got there about just bang on 7:30. I like to be at work an hour before I'm due to start, so I can set up, and then it only takes me 20 minutes to set up, but then if there's anything wrong, you know, sometimes a computer won't work or something like that. In fact, last night that happened. I usually stream the karaoke live onto Facebook and YouTube and places like that, and the laptop decided to do this update. Now, as a couple of people said, well, you can turn the updates off, which indeed I have on all my computers, right? But with the laptop, I don't know why, as soon as it's waiting to do an update, it starts mucking up. It get freezing and things like that start happening. So I'm kind of forced to do the I don't know why. You know, when you talk to computer people about things like that, their answer usually is, oh, well, it shouldn't do that. Well, that's so unhelpful. It's unbelievable. You know, but a couple of people have told me to turn the updates off. They are off. But if I look for updates and then it says update awaiting download, it starts going wrong until I've done the update. I'm sure Microsoft must do something to some of their computers. So I had to do this update, which I started. We did try and stream, and then it started jumping. So I thought, I bet there's an update waiting, and there it was. I thought, well, I'll do the update quickly, and then I'll be able to start streaming. Well, we started doing it at about 25 to 9. At 12 o'clock, when I finished, I kid you not, it was still on 80%. It hadn't finished. So I had to close the laptop carefully and put it, you know, because you're not supposed to jar them about when they're on, are you? And put it in the car. And I got back home and plugged it in. And I think then it was on 98%. So I left that overnight and now it's done. So sorry about that. Those of you that were waiting for the live karaoke stream, which we do every Monday and on Friday on my YouTube channel, Chris Reardon UK. And Facebook, we just were unable to do that. But that sometimes happens, which meant, unfortunately, I was much ruder on the microphone than I usually am. I do tone myself down if I know you're watching. If you come to a pub and there's no streaming, it's a bit different. All right? So that was my day yesterday. As I say, I was really tired. We had a good night last night, but it was quiet again. Thursday was quiet, and that was quiet. It must be the time of year. Perhaps people are just about to come back off holiday. We had no office people in yesterday. Usually I get there, and there's a load of office people. Not last night. There were none of them. None of them at all. Just a few karaoke singers, which was all right. But not many of those either. I think we had about 15 singers last night. Usually we can have 25 to 30 singers in there last night. But we did have a laugh. I really had an amusing time last night. Got in the car and I was so tired. I got back here. I had a cup of tea. Oh, and last night I treated myself to a Five Guys. No, not literally Five Guys. That's a restaurant in King's Cross. Jesus. I had this veggie burger, which was mushrooms, Cajun chips, medium, and a vanilla shake. 14 quid? Jesus. How much was that? You imagine taking a family in there. 14 quid that was. So I stuffed my face with that and then I went to work, did the job, come home, I had a cup of tea and I went straight to bed and I slept right the way through till about 9 o'clock. I think I got to sleep at about 2:30 last night. And I woke up again around about 8:10 this morning. And I was going to go into town and do some shopping in town first, but and do it the other way round. But no, we're here this morning, and that's it. So that was my day yesterday. All right. Now let's say hello to some of you this morning. And I know you're waiting for the raffle, so we won't make you wait too long for that. Good morning on YouTube. Playtime with Harry and Evie. Good morning. Good morning, Dukey Chrissy baby. Chris works for Paddy Power. There was an article on the news this morning, which I was watching on BBC News. Oh, the Georgie lass was on there this morning. I like her. She's having a baby, isn't she? You know, the one with the blonde hair. She's big, like tall and broad. Not fat, just tall and full. I can never remember her name. It's not Gloria. No, it's not Nana. Oh, I can't remember. You know, she was on this morning. And the story was about Paddy Power. And betting groups or alcohol groups, someone are saying that Paddy Power, that they're donating some money or the charity they've chosen is something to help people get off betting or something like that. And of course these groups are saying, oh, well, they shouldn't be allowed to do that. I mean, I'm sorry, you should be grateful wherever your money's coming from, shouldn't you? Don't you think? Whoever gives you money, you say, oh, thanks very much. Doesn't matter where it comes from. Well, they say no. So they're offering these groups, you know, to help people with, I think, I'm not 100% sure, betting addictions. They're offering these groups money, you know, to help people get off the betting addiction. It's a terrible thing. People lose houses and all that sort of thing due to their betting. And these groups have gone on the telly saying, well, they shouldn't be allowed to do that. I mean, how ungrateful can you be? There's a lot of ungratefulness around now, isn't there? Did you see those people living in shipping containers moaning and moaning and moaning? You know, it's not the best place to be living in a shipping container, but for Christ's sake, you've got a roof over your head and a bit of furniture and a toilet and a bathroom, haven't you? Stop moaning and be a bit more grateful for what you get. God, what was the other thing? A load of money was given to someone and they were really ungrateful. Was it an organisation? Mike Graham was talking about it on Talk Radio. Oh, gosh. What was that now? Something maybe a week or so ago. A load of money was given to someone, or something was given to someone, and they were being really ungrateful. Actually, it might have been the shipping containers thing. As I say, not the best place to be living in a shipping container, but they've got something better than sleeping on the streets, isn't it? They've got electricity and all that business, haven't they? Lights, bed. Some of these people moaning, oh, that shouldn't be happening in this world. Okay, got spare room? Put them up in there. You going to do that? No. No, you're not. So stop moaning. Stop moaning. I'm not one to moan, ever, as you know. Morning to Heidi Oliver. Good morning, Heidi. Rachel Wetland. Good morning. Morning, Adam the Plumber. Good morning to DJ RS. Morning, Liz Hargreaves in the house, who's in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Good morning, Vectis Humphrey, Adrian Richardson, Tiffany Sharp. Good morning, Tiffany. You keep changing your name, dear. It's very confusing. Little Heidi Young is there. Good morning, Heidi. Let's have a look. DJ RS, look at him, looking for faults. He said 9:35, and then have a look at the advert that is advertising today's show. What does it say there? What does it say there? Today's show will start around 9:35. Doesn't say at, around. Pay full attention to the show, dear. Morning to LaBelle. I am her emerald-eyed hunk of monkey love. Monkey love, that's what I am. Good morning, Diane Jebb. Shania's there. Good morning, Shania, Weird City Citizen. Good morning, Ian Days. Ellie Scott Shaw. Roy Brownlow is there all the time. He's got clean socks on this morning. Timmy Thomas, morning Timmy. Lovely and cool outside, my type of day. I find it quite warm this morning. I've already been outside looking for this so-called envelope that's supposed to have been delivered from Amazon, which is not there. Not there. Very worrying, very worrying. Good morning to Dinny67. Got your message, which I replied to. Good morning to you, sir. He's new to the channel. Welcome along. Ellie's hoping to win a fridge magnet today. We will see, Ellie. We'll be doing a raffle very soon. Okay. DJ RS, will there be a meet-up party soon at one of the studios? Certainly not. I'm not having people coming round here, dear. You might want to use my toilet. I don't have people using my toilet. Bring a bucket and I'll consider it. No one uses my toilet. Rachel saw the Retrorestore show. My brother-in-law does videos. He's got thousands and thousands of viewers he's got. And he came round my house with my nephew to put up a shed last week, those of you that don't know. Which is fantastic. He's put up this shed and they made a video and I made an appearance on that video. Okay, he's doing his own live show this afternoon, boys and girls. Oh, it's a bit like, you know, when they go on BBC One, I said, just starting on BBC Two now, here on BBC One, it's a bit like that, isn't it? Later on YouTube, channel Retrorestore, so later on the Retrorestore channel, is it, no, hang on, let me get that right. Retrorestore. Later, look on YouTube, Retrorestore, Retrorestore. Him and my sister will be doing a little show later on. They do a show every Saturday. I thought it was Sunday, it's Saturday. Every Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Just go on YouTube and type in Retrorestore. So, right now, here on YouTube /Chris Ridden UK, it's United Kingdom Talk, and that's followed at 2 o'clock on youtube.com /The Retrorestore Show with Sharon Butler and Martin Butler, with Martin and Sharon Butler. And they'll be on there. Martin will be chatting away. My sister will be farting her way through the show. She farted really loud last week. I said to her, how can you do that on the show? Like that. She said, I didn't feel it coming. How can you not know when you're going to fart? Oh, you must be so loose, dear, down there. How How awful. Michael Pullman, good morning. Morning, Michael Pullman. Mark Bowles, good morning, Mark. Vectis Humphrey, there you are. If yours is massive, mine is huge. Yes, don't, Vectis. There's lots of shirts now that I can't do up around my stomach. I'm quite upset about that. Oh, just weighed myself this morning. For 3 weeks I've been 13 stone 7.2. Today, 13 stone 9. I'm not quite sure how that's happened. I think it must have been the Five Guys last night. That Five Guys, the Cajun chips. Have you had those? Oh, they're full of grease. Absolutely full of grease. If I'm really careful, I could probably lose that 2 pounds by Tuesday, you know. We are all called Restreambot on YouTube. Yeah, but you should have your name there, Restreambot, and isn't there your name as well? Your name should come up. Those of you that are watching on YouTube can see the Facebook messages, but it doesn't work on the other way around. I'm afraid the Facebook people can't see the YouTube messages. Okay. Good morning to Faith Garden on Vaughan Live. Ellie says, Rachel and Chris, I just spend any money I have. Tomorrow is promised to no one, as we all know. Absolutely, yeah. You never know. You never know when it's your time. You never know when it's your time, do you? Adam says, if you can't take your money with you, me and Royston have our gold shovel ready. I bet you do. I bet you do, Adam. Ellie says she's really gigantic. So what? So what? We don't care, do we, Ellie? We don't care. Have another cake, darling. My blooming mate yesterday, I was talking to him on the phone, again, coming into work last night. And as I was talking, he said, oh, just a minute. And I could, oh, how lovely. He's saying this in a loud voice so I can hear it. Oh, how lovely. I don't know which one to have. I'll have the walnut cake. Cake. Oh, don't you love cake? Who cannot like cake? One of my favourite cakes is a dirt cheap one, angel cake. All that, the pink and the, what's the other colour? Pink, yellow and, is it brown? What? No, white, isn't it? Pink, yellow and white. You know, don't buy one if you're worried about being racist. I walked out there and people were screaming at me, racist, racist, racist. And I'm like, why? He said, there's no brown bits in there. They do get on their high horse, some of these people, dear. No, it's pink and white and yellow. Angel cake, one of my, and that cream in the middle. I've had a whole one of those before. Isn't that terrible? And they're only £1. They're £1 for a whole cake. Why is it £1 to buy a whole cake in the supermarket and then you go in Starbucks and you buy this thin slice? Yeah, that's £3.50, please. Oh, blimey. Don't go in Starbucks. It's as simple as that. Oh, but you should go and support the people, otherwise they won't have any jobs. Pfft, I'd rather they didn't have any jobs when they're charging £3.50 for a slice of bloody cake. Outrageous. LaBelle says, speaking of tea, I love the Twinings tea you sent me. It's delicious. Thank you again. That's all right, LaBelle. I'm glad you enjoy that. I am here to please. Good morning to Eric Mintzberg. Good morning, Eric. Have I said Mintzberg? Is it Mince or... Because you haven't got an E there, have you? Mincberg. Mintzberg. Does that sound about right? Have I got that right? Love the shirt. Thank you. Hope your belly button is going to say hello today. No, not today, Eric. Look. I've managed to get this one done up, although there's not a lot of space. I'm on my last lot of shirts now. Once I can't get these done up, that's it, mate. I'll stand here naked. We'll be doing naked shows from next week, okay? Morning, there's my best mate. There was Ronnie there, who's in hospital. We're pleased to say my best mate is still not dead, but the cough has come back. So he's just waiting for the doctor to come round and have a little listen to his chest, you know. Okay. Could you just lift up your top, please? Lift up the top. Yes, sounds perfectly all right. So he's just waiting for the doctor to come round because he should be coming out tomorrow. I'm going to pick him up after church. I might go into London for church tomorrow, actually. My old school church is the Brompton Oratory, which is in Kensington. Is it Knightsbridge? I always get confused with the two. It's on the same road as Harrods. Is that Knightsbridge or is that Kensington? I think it's Knightsbridge. It's on the same. It's before, just after the Natural History Museum. Okay, so if you're coming from Hammersmith, that's going into London, you go past the Natural History Museum, and literally the next building to that is the Brompton Oratory. It's a massive, really old school type church, and that was our school church. And we used to walk all the way from Fulham to that church on holy days of obligation. They are days like Sundays where we're supposed to go to church. And it's beautiful. So I might go there tomorrow because that would be quite near the hospital anyway, you see, Chelsea and Westminster Hospital, where my mate's staying at the moment, who loves visitors. He had a nice visit yesterday, didn't you? Heidi came to visit you yesterday, which I thought was a really nice thing to do. I hope she spent a nice long time with you there chatting away, Ronnie. All right. Good morning to Daniel Warren. Good morning, Daniel. Welcome to the show. Oh, Ellie says, Chris, buy Nexium for reflux at the chemist. I don't know Nexium. I was advised by the doctor. Actually, it was when I had a camera up my nose. I've had that 3 times. You know, when I kept having this thing come up on my throat. And eventually they thought, well, we can't see anything there. It must be reflex, which because that can sort of damage your throat. He said, get this. And he said, get the Galveston Advance. So that's what I get. And that seems to work very well. I buy the mint one, not aniseed. Oh, they do that. It's vile, isn't it? That, funnily enough, while I was at the chemist, that's what I went to buy yesterday in Woodall Spa up in Lincolnshire. And I got this bottle. I said, have you got the mint one, please? She said, I've only got aniseed. And I can't stand that taste. It's absolutely vile. But the bloke who was just standing next to me, not the miserable git moaning, tutting, because I was tutting like that he was. Like they do at the bingo. Anyone been to bingo? And you know, someone shouts and they haven't won. Everyone starts tutting, don't they? I love it. And this bloke says to me next to us, he said, I quite like the taste. And I'm like, oh, really? I said, I didn't think anyone liked the taste of aniseed. And I said, it's like a personal preference, isn't it? You know, like a personal preference. Like, some people actually like me. Most people don't. That's just how it is. Personal preference. Ronnie says you sound like a miserable old man. They haven't heard you in private yet, have they? They've only heard that's my best mate there, Ronnie. You only see, when you see him on the telly, you only see what he wants you to see, you see, dears. Yeah, this is me. This is how I am. I'm just normal on here. Did I say hello to Daniel Warren this morning over there on YouTube? Good morning, Daniel. Rachel reckons she's going to need some earplugs in a minute with all my moaning. Well, feel free to put the earplugs in at any time, Rachel, dear. Don't make me stop you. You won't hear your number called out when you do the raffle, and we'll have to pull it again, so you won't win. All right? LaBelle says, stop being naughty. Let's have a look. Who's been annoying you, love? I've got stuff to stick in your ears. What you got, Ellie? Chris, you sounded like my chihuahua. Have you got a chihuahua? Oh, they're tiny little. You can pick them up, can't you? Are they the dogs that people put in their bags and they carry them around? What was it we saw the other day? Now, who was I with? I was with my brother-in-law and my sister in Skegness. I think it was Skegness. And there was a woman pushing a pram. It had a dog in it. She's pushing a dog in a pram. Blimey, I mean, some dogs are so lazy. Couldn't believe it. Literally, you looked in, there's a dog in a pram, which she's pushing. How strange. I'm going to have to scroll down a little bit. Let's just scroll down a bit because we can't keep up here, I'm afraid, my darlings. And we need to get... I can't. There's no way I can read all these messages, my darlings. Just hold on a bit so I can try and catch up a bit. Okay. Good morning to John Aitken. Morning, John Aitken. Hello to Roy the boy. Shaz, is that my sister? There's my sister, Shaz. Actually, thank you for mentioning that. You know, we've been trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Do you remember I said that? Well, since the Retro Restore, I always call it Retrorestore, and it's not, is it? It's Retro Restore. Since the Retro Restore that I made a long appearance of with no payment whatsoever. Since the Retro Restore, and they mentioned my YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Numbers have shot up, boys and girls. Now, remember, we want to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, okay? I'm not led by numbers, never have been. You know, if there was one person watching this show, that would be fantastic. You know, the fact that there's like 34 million at the moment is even better. I'm not really led by numbers, but once you get to 1,000 subscribers, you can start getting a little bit of money for what you do. Now, doing this, I think you'll find a lot of people on YouTube, if they get the money, that's an extra bonus, But it's not the be-all for me. It's not the be-all. Other people have it set up as a business, and it is set up to make money. I'm not set up to do this to make money. I blooming well enjoy it. I love it. I love it, and I hope that bounces back off to you sometimes. I know I probably don't go on a lot, really. I know some of you may think I go on a little bit sometimes. Sometimes you get a message through that, oh, you do not go on. And what do you mean? Well, you talk a lot. Hello? It's a bloody talk show. What a stupid comment. It's a talk show. So I'm not led by numbers, but you can get a little bit of money. And my brother-in-law worked out that if I was able to monetize this channel with 1,000 subscribers, and he looked at all the figures because he understands it all and I don't understand it all. He said I could get $5 a month. Well, it's a start, isn't it? Don't sit there laughing. It's a start. Remember, when I started DJing back in 1983, I think it was, I was going out doing gigs for nothing. And then I started getting paid £5. And then that doubled to £10. Now, when I do a karaoke night, I get £25,000 per night. Maybe it'll be the same sort of thing for this. Huh? Anyway, we were at 760 subscribers before the show was mentioned on Martin's show. Okay? We are now on 940. Only 60 to go. I can't believe it. And thank you so much, those of you that took the time and troubles to subscribe. I really appreciate that. That's on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so now. It's youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Hit the subscribe button on there, and you too can help me earn $5 a month, which will pay for a small amount of the electricity used in this plush television centre type studio. Okay, so we're on 940 now, so that's fantastic. Well, if you remind me right at the end of the show, I'll do another check and see if anyone else has joined us. All right? But that's what it's for. If it's not even so much receiving a bit of money, it's the fact that it started happening. It's like a stepping stone, I suppose, to something like you get certain things in your life. Oh, I've got to that. That's good. It's more like that to me rather than $5 a month coming in. But I might even spend it. I might even go and buy some more fridge magnets. You can win one of these today. Someone is going to win a fridge magnet today. If you've got a raffle ticket and you've been collecting raffle tickets all week, you could win one of these today. No more raffle tickets for today's show, boys and girls. No, indeed. Lines are closed. Oh, that didn't half hurt. Lines are closed. You can't get a raffle ticket for today's show. However, you can get a raffle ticket later on for the next raffle, which will be Monday week. So not this Monday, the Monday after. Don't forget, I won't be here Monday morning, definitely. I won't be here Tuesday morning either this week because I've got the funeral to go to. Maybe here Tuesday night, and I'm not sure whether I'll be in Bracknell or Lincolnshire Tuesday. It depends how the day plays out, okay? So someone's going to win one of these today. And if you really want one, a little picture of me, signed and autographed with a personalised message. People have offered money for these, Oh, yes. Millions of pounds have been offered just for one photo of me. Adam says, come on, Chris, let's get back to Slimming World. I think you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. We've got to go back to Slimming World at some point, all right? Scrolling down. Good morning to Tommy Flynn. Good morning, Tommy. When Chris goes, I will be there before the coroner or the undertaker to grab what I can, said TKRS. I expect you will. My best mate will be straight round here. He's got keys. He'll be straight round here when I go, mate. I tell you, if I do first, which I don't intend to. I've been booked by YouTube to do shows for the next 200 years. And I intend to talk for every last second. Watching one of these shows is almost as bad as going to a Catholic mass and listening to the sermon, isn't it? All right. LaBelle says the blokes are very fond of my cakes. Oh, I love cake. What's your favourite cake? Adrian, do you mean a whole box of angel cakes you've had before? I wish. Oh, I love angel cakes. My favourite one, so cheap. Ellie says, I'm really 8 stone in weight and I can eat loads of ice cream. Plus, I'm eating strawberries and cream watching your show. Are you one of those people? Eat anything and nothing happens? Cow. I know people like that. Gorgeous, thin. Naomi Campbell. What does she eat? Naomi Campbell. She's pretty and thin, isn't she? What's she eat? I reckon she survives on half a cucumber slice every 3 days. And for her birthday, she has a slice of lettuce as well. or a lettuce leaf as well. All right, let's just go. Take note of my sister there, would you? I haven't forgot about you, Roy. It's just scrolling down. I can't keep up with the messages this morning. Can you please show your belly button? You say my last name very good. How was your visit in Israel? I loved Israel, Eric. I loved it. I'll happily go back there again. I did all the religious things, you know. What a wonderful country. Tel Aviv. Are you in Israel? Are you Israeli? Tel Aviv. What a wonderful place along by that beach. So clean. So clean everywhere in Tel Aviv. Oh, beautiful. And everyone's on an electric bike going up and down the promenade on the electric bike. I went to the Catholic Church, which is right at the end. It took a bit of finding, actually, but I went there on the Sunday there. It was nice. Get yourself a belly button ring. No, I don't like those. I'm making Mark laugh this morning, so thank you. Paul and Lou, how rude. You can get XXL shirts for £1 at the charity shops, Chris. Well, we might be getting to that. I've still got a few shirts I can get on at the moment. I'll have to scroll down, my darling. Good morning to Azir. Azir Tenpa, morning. Morning to Juan. A very good morning to Juan, who's in Florida and is getting ready for the hurricane. Do be careful, dear. No going outside. Get all your stocks. I've seen you all in the supermarket with your little bags of sand and all your food and all that. Right, Alan Russell. Good morning to Alan Russell. Good morning to you, Roy Hill. Good morning, Roy Hill. I can't keep up with all the messages this morning, so you'll have to apologise to me. I'll just scroll down and do some names so we can at least get everyone's name mentioned. Morning to Johnny Key. Good morning, Johnny, who's noticed my uke, my little uke, which apparently Wendy Young was saying it needs a tune-up. I did try and I did try and play something on there the other day, but we couldn't get onto it. Right. Dum bum bum. Ian Days is unsubscribing now, so you have to find one more. Okay, bye, Ian. Thanks for joining us. I'll take your raffle tickets out of here, shall I, darling? Roy says I can earn £13 a month. Really? Wow. I'll be able to buy another house and that, won't I? My sister, can I have a photo so I can practice darts? How rude. Well, you won't be getting one, will you? You've got loads of anyway. Loads. Right. Good morning to Ray Reynolds. Good morning, Ray. Eric is indeed from Israel. Oh, how fantastic. I've got another friend in Israel. She does a radio show on a little community radio station out there. I do. Anyone who's looking for somewhere to go on holiday, go to Israel. It's fantastic. Oh, the amount of people that told me, it was about 2 or 3 years ago, and I got some wonderful videos I did out there. When you go to Jerusalem, oh my God, you go like up this hill, and then you look down on Jerusalem, and it's golden. It just shimmers. It's all made out of the same stone. I gather if you want to build there, you have to ask the council permission, and they tell you can only build with this certain material. And it looks just like you would expect it to look, Israel. And all the gold dome. I think is that a mosque, the gold dome? I think that's a mosque. And all these different religions are there. Oh, it's fantastic. People get saying, oh, don't go there. Oh, it's very dangerous, very dangerous. I never felt so safe in all my life walking around. All these beautiful army boys walking around here. It was I kept fluttering my eyelashes at them. Nothing was happening though, was it? Nothing was happening. Johnny, I don't think I can play it. It hurts my fingers when I twang the things. I'm a keyboard player, aren't I? I'm a keyboard player. How rude, DJRS. I've got an old 4-man tent in the cupboard if Chris needs a new shirt. Rude. Adam, if you love cake, make your own Slimming World ones. Small fairy cake, a Victoria sponge type based with quark. Oh, I do like cake, you know that. You know I like cake. Right. Are you ready for the raffle? We'll do it after this quick story about the Queen, because I like this. It's in the Daily Mirror this morning. And Queen. A hapless group of tourists, right, bumped into the Queen walking around her Balmoral estate, but didn't recognise her. Oh, how embarrassing, dear. But she didn't worry her. The monarch was out for a low-key walk in tweeds and a headscarf, something she likes to do when she gets the chance. How fantastic. Can you just imagine that? Like, you're going on your daily activities, and suddenly you bump into the Queen. I would absolutely love... I'd invite her around for a cup of tea. Not out of my Sports Direct mug. You know, I'd get one of my posh cups. Yeah, I got posh cups. You know, no one has come round this place who is suitable to use one of my posh cups yet. No one. But if the Queen did, I would get the posh cups out. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Maybe, you know, when I go swimming next week in Boston, you know, I'll be getting in the pool and who's that lady in the pool there? Maybe it'd be the Queen in disguise. How fantastic. Anyway, the monarch was out for a low-key walk in tweeds and a headscarf, something that she likes to do when she gets the chance. One of her former protection officers has revealed the 93-year-old likes to slip under the radar when possible. Richard Griffin claims that once a group of American tourists failed to recognise her. Speaking to the Times, Richard said the Queen didn't want to blow her cover at the time. And there's some various pictures of her. Oh, she's wonderful. I've got great time for the Queen. Have you? Are you a Queen lover or a Queen hater? Oh, she doesn't do anything for the country. Why are we wasting money on them? I'm not certainly not one of those. I'm a great supporter of the Queen. Not necessarily everyone else or the hangers-on. You know, Eugene and Beatrice. What do they do? What do they do? Nothing. I quite like Princess Anne. I like her. And William. In that order, okay? The Queen, Princess Anne, and William. They're the order of my favourites there. Harry's gone down a bit of a list. He's become a bit boring. I'm sorry he's become boring. He was this happy-go-lucky lad. Not anymore, darling. Under the thumb forever. I want to be under your thumb forever. Anyway, when they asked if she'd ever met the Queen... she went along with the tourists as they questioned whether she lived in the area, replying that she had a house nearby. I love this. When they asked if she'd ever met the Queen, all she said was, no, but this policeman has, gesturing towards Mr. Griffin. Richard, who worked closely with the monarch for more than 30 years, said the group then moved on, having no idea who they'd just met. During her trips to Balmoral in Aberdeenshire, Scotland, the Queen famously enjoys a low-profile lifestyle. I wonder if she goes shopping. Would she go like in? Do you have Waitrose in Scotland? I don't think they have Waitrose up there. She chooses to wear pared-back clothes and wellies as opposed to the brightly coloured outfit she's known for. According to biographer Richard Hardman, Her Majesty purposefully dresses in eye-catching shades during royal engagement. I love the Queen's colourful outfits. I'm a great fan of bright colours. And my God, she's got some bright outfits. That pink thing and the green thing in particular. Luminous. I think she looks fantastic. She is wonderful. I love her. In his 2011 biography, Our Queen, the author describes her as engagingly modest. He wrote, my favourite remark she ever said was, I can't ever wear beige because nobody will know who I am. I would. If I ever bumped into the Queen. I'd know exactly who she was. Just imagine that, going out and having a conversation with the Queen, not actually knowing who it is. I mean, to be honest, the same thing happens when I'm out. Yeah, I go around various... Aldi, I shop a lot in Aldi now because it's so cheap. Because I'm cheap. I shop a lot in Aldi now and again. And I go in Aldi. Do you know what? Sometimes people are talking to me and I don't think they know who I am. Isn't that weird? I walk from... I don't get the car out when I go... Oh, no, dear. We can't afford to just keep putting petrol in the car willy-nilly, dear. Only for work. I walk to the shops, and now and then I might go past someone. Someone who looks miserable, like most of you probably. Someone who will looking miserable, and you go up, and as you walk past them, morning, and they completely ignore. Good morning! Oh, sorry. And I carry on walking. I thought, isn't that weird? They didn't know who I was. I wasn't recognised from this global phenomenon known as United Kingdom. I wasn't recognised at all. And I carry on, might say good morning to another, and I might do all my shopping and go in the chemist and Martin's the newsagents or whatever it's called. And then on my way home, I thought, well, that's weird. Not one single person has recognised me today. Even when I'm sitting in the car. I open the window and I turn the music right up to attract attention, and people are looking over. They don't seem to know who I am. Isn't that strange and mysterious? It really is. Ellie says, I'm called Elizabeth, but not the Queen. Yes, indeed. Dinny loves Freddie. Which one's Freddie? I don't know who Freddie is. Princess Diana, was it 22 years ago? Princess Diana died. Yeah, I remember that because I was in hospital having a burst appendix done. Yeah, watched the whole funeral on the television. The whole hospital came to a close. I was at Heatherwood Hospital. I had my operation at Wexham Park with the nurse from hell. She was just horrible. She was horrible. But one of my most pleasurable experiences, I think, is when I was in lots of pain in the Wexham Park Hospital, waiting to have this burst appendix ripped out of me. And then the nurse gave me a pethidone injection. Nice nurse he was, and he came back about 10 minutes later. He said, how are you feeling now? And I'm like, all right. I asked the nurse for another one. She weren't amused. Good morning to Ray. Welcome along, Ray, who's a new viewer. Welcome to the show, Ray. Oh, he's in hospital at the moment. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope to be home next Tuesday. Great show, and I love your caravan. All the best to you. Get well soon, Ray. Not a nice place to be in. My mate's in hospital at the moment as well, so my heart goes out to you there. Tony says, would you get your best cups out for Prince Andrew, Chris, if he came for a visit? I don't care who they are, dear, as long as they don't bother me. I'm not over keen on Prince Andrew, to be honest. Never have been. It's just those three, the Queen, Princess Anne, and I like William as well. I do like Harry as well, because he's cute. He's cute. Righto. Are you ready for the raffle then? Here we go, boys and girls. It's raffle. It's raffle time, boys and girls. Sorry, I just can't keep up with all those messages today, my darlings, all right? So many coming through. Here we go. This is not a show where we just read out messages. We do a little bit more, all right? With the news stories and things like that. Feel free to write in, though. Here we are. It's raffle time. Oh, hang on. We want music. I shall now stir up the raffle tickets. Hang on a minute. Just a minute. Oh, God. Where's me? Here. Are you ready? I'm now... Now, watch carefully. Don't be coming back. Oh, it's a fix. It's a fix. Just because someone I know might win, which sometimes happen. That's what happens. Rachel's got a big Wonder Woman sticker on the bottom of her car. Is that right? Right, here comes. Here we go. We're now stirring the raffle tickets. I'm not looking. Looking straight at you. Right. Are you ready for the raffle ticket to be picked? Is that one? Here we go. The raffle ticket is number 321, And the winner is... Clarissa Angeloni. Yeah, baby! Clarissa Angeloni, ticket number 321. She has won today. She's not with us this morning. I don't think Clarissa isn't with us this morning. Oh, wow. One fell out of the bowl, did it? Oh, it did. One did fall out of the bowl. That's okay. That's okay because... it was still mixed up, wasn't it? It was still mixed up, dear. It was still mixed up. Congratulations. 2 might have fallen out. No, I can't see any others that fell out. But as it was being mixed, I'm not too worried about that. I'm sure you're not either. Congratulations to Clarissa Angeloni, who are probably... I can't see her with us this morning, so she'll no doubt watch the recording of the show and claim her ticket a little bit later on. Fantastic news. Well done, well done. There we are. All right. Now, which means we start the new raffle. Rejecting old raffle tickets now. There they go. We have an empty bowl. Once again, boys and girls, an empty bowl. The next raffle will be Monday week. The next draw will be Monday week for one of these. For one of these wonderful little fridge magnets, boys and girls, okay? If you want to win one of those, you'll need a raffle ticket. If you're new to the show, a very warm welcome along. We like to have a little bit of a laugh here. We don't usually do too much serious stuff, okay? We're not interested in Brexit or politics or anything like that, unless it's for joking reasons. Okay? Right. Oh, dear. Excuse me. You'll need a raffle ticket. You can have one raffle ticket every time we do a show. You can only have one raffle ticket per show. If you get caught trying to get two by various different methods, any tickets that you have will be removed from the bowl and you won't be able to play anymore. I will have a blocking list. A blocking list. Okay? You won't go... It's okay. You won't go on the racist list. You won't go on the homophobic list. You won't go on the... the anti-religious list. You will go on the cheating list, which is much worse than any of those three, dear. Much, much worse than any of those three. So you can have a raffle ticket for every show, and you can claim your raffle ticket right up to the beginning of the next show, which Adam did the other day. Literally a minute before the show would start, he claimed a raffle ticket. Please don't leave it that close. Becomes difficult. So if you want a raffle ticket for today's show, and you're with us live, ask now. If you're watching a recording of the show, you can do it 11:15. Gosh, you can do it by email. Okay, if you're watching a recording of the show, email that email address, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Please do a fresh email each time. Otherwise, we start getting this long list of related emails, and it gets very confusing. And I will reply back to your email, okay, with your ticket number. I'll reply back to your email with your ticket number. So here we go, boys and girls. We're starting this week at ticket number 374, which is going to Playtime with Evie and Harry. So that's Evie and Harry. Evie and Harry get ticket number 374. That happens to be my great niece, one of my great nieces and one of my great nephews there, Evie and Harry. Thank you very much. They've got their own YouTube channel, Playtime with Evie and Harry. Have a little look on there. Paul and Lou, good morning. Paul and Lou, ticket number 375. There you go. And I'll write your name on the back there as well. So some people might, that was my number. My sister said to you, I'm getting on her nerves doing that silly voice. But the silly voice is all part of the show, dear. My sister doesn't always she doesn't laugh at much, bless her heart, darling. She just sits there with her gin and her chocolate, farting away on Martin's professionally produced programmes. 375, there you go, Paul and Lou, written on the back there as well. It's so bright in the other studio that you can't actually see it, bleaches out a bit. And I'm sort of trying to fix the lights in there. Thank you, Paul and Lou. Where are we going? Chris Cross. Good morning, Chris Cross. 376. Chris was at the karaoke last night, which was quiet, wasn't it, Chris? But I thought we had a real laugh last night. When a karaoke night's quiet, you can actually have a bit more of a better time because it's such a laugh. 376 for you, Chris. Okay. 377. That's DJ Chris Cross, who's on there. Mark Bowles. All right, Mark Bowles. Is it ES or S? Yep, ES. There you go, Mark. 377 for you. Shia is in Ireland. A very good morning. Shia in Ireland this morning. If you've got messages coming up within the ticket requests, then I'll read those as well. But I won't give you a ticket unless you ask for one, because that gets confusing as well. Some people don't want a ticket. It's as simple as that. They're not bothered about winning something, which I completely understand. That's fine. Why you wouldn't want a picture of me, I don't know. You know? Something to do on those cold winter lights when the electricity goes off. You can start throwing darts at my picture instead of each other's, like you probably did in school classroom. Did anyone do that? We used to have this kid in our class. Steve Sherwood was his name. And he was a bit of a hard nut. And he would throw compasses at people. I'd literally throw compasses at people in the classroom. Well, you can get yourself a dart. So please say ticket, please, if you want a ticket, okay? Ellie, there you go. 378 for you, Ellie. 378. Okay. There we are. After the tickets, well, I've got another couple of news stories, and then I must go. All right. 379 for Heidi Young. All right, Heidi Young, who's got a caravan on the same site as me. There you go, 379. I tell you what, Heidi, you know I said about that I'd put a note on the... I've been blocked again from posting to Facebook groups. Don't know why. There's no reason for that. It's not like I post anything that's abusive or anything like that. I don't know why I'm getting blocked from Facebook groups. It's very strange. I know it's been happening to one or two of you as well. So basically, I share this show onto live Facebook groups, live YouTube groups, radio station groups, and English groups. You know, because I think, well, you know, I speak English. There are many ways to speak. There's BBC English, which I don't do. You know, there's accents. So I thought I'll put this on some English groups as well. And I keep getting blocked from posting to groups. Unless I'm like managing them, which I don't think I've got. I think there's 2 that I manage. That's it. 379 for you, Heidi. Okay. Anyway, so I'm on this caravan group I told you about, and I put the question up there. You know, is there any way of insulating the sound? I understand children are children, and you know you can't ask them to shut up or anything like that. You know, they're children. I understand that. You know, but how could I insulate the caravan? Oh, and most people were completely understanding, and then you get. Can't believe how you're so horrible. Why can't you just let them play? I never attacked them. Aren't people stupid? Probably Jeremy Corbyn type voters. That's the sort of person who would moan like that, isn't it? 380 for... Oh, hang on. Who did I just do last? Was it Heidi Young last? Heidi Young. Who's under Heidi? Rachel Wheatland. 380. Rachel's feeling lucky. Rachel's feeling lucky. I feel... Oh, no, what's that song? I feel pretty, oh, so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and grind. Something like that. 380. Okay, Roy the Boy. 381. By the way, those of you that do your own shows, and I know there's quite a few of you, always feel free to put your links up there. I don't have a problem with that. I know some people are a bit... Oh, you're putting a link on my wall. You know, as long as you're not, like, trying to scam people, put your links up there. You could put watch my show and that, you know. Don't keep doing it, like, every 5 minutes. There was some bloke who was doing that the other day on Vaughan Live, so I blocked him eventually. Every 5 minutes he kept posting his bloody show. No, I mean, do it once or twice. That's okay, though. Roy the Boy, 381. Okay, Roy? All right. Is that... I don't want to miss anyone out here. Let's have a look. Roy the Boy. Hello to Big Joe. A very good morning to Big Joe. Welcome to this strange, mysterious show. Hope you're enjoying it, Joe. Joe Domican. All right. Can you undo your button? No, just a minute now. Oh, it's my best mate. Hello.
Hello.
You're still on. I'm still on air at the moment, dears. It's a private call.
Are you still talking?
Yes.
Wow. How long have you been been on talking?
1 hour and 10 minutes. Sorry?
Oh,
Do you want to say hello? Is this a private call?
Did I win the lottery? Did I win the raffle?
No, he didn't win.
Bye-bye.
Can I... He only rung up to see if he'd won the ticket. You don't think I'll give my... He played it the other day. Oh, I'm in hospital, so I think you should give me one of those fridge magnets. No! Get a ticket the same as everyone else. Cheeky people. But I get messages from people. Oh, I've done this for you, or I've done that for you. Please, can I have a ticket? No! Get a ticket. Please, can I have a prize? No! Get a ticket, same as everyone else. 382, that's going to... Eric, I'm not going to undo my button. What is all this about me undoing my button? Tony, let's have a look. Eric says, Tel Aviv is amazing. It certainly is. Certainly is. Tony Power wants a Stewart's inquiry. No. Michael Lawrence. I wonder where you was. Do you know, Michael, I just suddenly thought to myself, where's Michael Lawrence asking for his ticket? And then your name comes up. Michael Lawrence. 382. Wouldn't it be good if I had like one of those national lottery machines or something like that in here? I'd quite like that. Adam the Plumber. 38. Hang on. Can't see it. Yeah, 383 for Adam the Plumber. Okay. Adam the Plumber, 383. Dinny, 67. It's his first or second time here, I think. 384 for you. Dinny, 67. Don't forget, the next raffle draw will be Monday week. Okay, Monday week. And that'll be round about sometime between 9 and 10 in the morning. That'll be. Okay. Monday week. 384. And you can get a ticket for every show. 1 ticket per show. There you go. There's your name on the back, Dinny. All right. Over there on the YouTube. Hello, Heidi. Heidi Oliver. 385 for you, Heidi. Heidi. 385 for lovely Heidi. Okay. Let's just pull another load out. Blimey, I'm going to need another book of raffle tickets soon. 386. Ellie said... Ellie, do you want my address instead? No, you haven't won anything. Only if you win, dear. I'm not going to turn up with a bunch of flowers or anything like that. Never. Do you know, I think I've only ever had 2 bunches of flowers in my entire life. Bet you've had a few more than that, Ellie. From people. Various people. 386 goes to Joe Domican. Thank you, Joe. Where are you, Joe? Where are you in the world? Are you here in the UK? 386 for Joe. There's your name on the back. Oh, Lily. Hello, Lily. Lilybeth Jevereau. Hello, darling. 387. Long time no see, Lily. Lilybeth Jevereau. There you go. 387 for lovely Lily. Joe. I think I've done you, Joe, haven't I? You got one, Joe? Yeah. All right, my darlings, because there's so messages, if you could just put the ticket message once, or I might get confused. Chris, would you like one of my stickers? Of course I'd like one of your stickers, Roy. Of course I would. I hope you're not trying to do a swap, though. I have to be very, very strict with these fridge magnets. Only available by raffle ticket or a cheque made payable to Chris Reardon for just £55. That will get you one of those. Actually, there's probably some really rich people watching at the moment who would happily send a cheque for £55. One of those people that can buy anything that they want to. Would that be nice, do you think? I don't know if that would be nice or not. To be able to have so much money that, you're walking past the Maserati garage in Egham, which is not too far from here. Oh, I think I'll buy that. And you just walk in and buy it. I don't know if that would be good, if that feels good or not, really. Like the bloke who owns Microsoft or Amazon. They can buy anything they want. Look at Donald Trump. Wants to buy Iceland. Why? Bloody cold there. Wouldn't want to go anywhere cold like that, thank you. Yes, Roy, I'd love one of your stickers if you're giving them away. 388 for Tommy Flynn. Tommy, can you tell me what's the 11 o'clock mass at my old church tomorrow? Is that the Latin one or the English one? Do you know? Because I think I'm going to go. because I'm picking up Ronnie tomorrow. Or hoping to pick up Ronnie tomorrow from the hospital if he's allowed out. And I thought I might as well go, because that's in Chelsea. So I might as well go to my old school church tomorrow. I'd quite like to do that. Is it the Latin one or the English one at 11 o'clock? 388 for you, Tommy, okay? My sister says I laugh every time I look at your face. How rude. Chris had a good time last night. Taking the mick out of the wallpaper. We've got this wallpaper in the pub, which I love, I have to say. Central Station, where I do my main karaoke nights, Mondays and Fridays, we got this wallpaper which is loads of blue birds on a blue back. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, Christ, here he is again. What now, dear? On and on. He keeps ringing. Yes, dear?
Oh, so you don't want the news then?
I do want the news, dear, but we're doing a show. Look, millions of people all over the world are waiting to get their raffle tickets.
17.
Sorry?
17 people. I don't know why it's taking you so long to do the raffle tickets when there's only 17 people watching.
I think you'll find it's 33 million.
No, 16?
Yeah, you're watching on Facebook, aren't you?
Yes.
You forget the other platforms that we're on, dear. We're not just international programme, dear.
Oh, so if there's about 16 on there, so probably about 32.
37, actually. 37 million people watching this programme at the moment.
37.
Well, get on with it. They're waiting for their tickets, dear. Honestly, you know what this is like? I tell you exactly what this is like. This is like, right, when we go to the shop and there's a queue behind us and you start rabbiting away to the person on the till. And you go on and on and on.
You do that.
You do it.
You do that.
He goes in the shop.
You just randomly start talking to people and I have to apologise for them for you blasting out your opinions about things.
He goes in the shop, right, for a packet of dead animal, usually chicken, or what's the other one?
Turkey.
Turkey or chicken. And what's the fishy one?
Oh, smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon. He goes in the shop for that. Well, he go for one. Oh, have you got another call? And have you got another line there?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, how many lines have you got there?
Mark's been round. I can come out tomorrow. I need to take this. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Mark's definitely. I can come out tomorrow.
All right, that's bad news, isn't it? All right, bye. So I'm going to pick him up tomorrow. So yes, I might go to the Brompton Oratory tomorrow for church. Tommy, I don't know if you're up for that. 11 o'clock tomorrow. It'd be quite nice to sit next to someone I know. I hope you sing, dear. I'm not sitting next to someone in church who don't sing. Boring people, dear. Sing to the top of your voice. Big Joe. I've done you, Joe, haven't I? Neroy, right. Good morning, Nerol. Nerol, is it Nerol? What a lovely name. Where's that from? Is that like are you in foreign parts or is that where is that name from? Never heard that before. What a lovely name. Nerol Right. There you go. Nerol Right. Ticket number 389, my friend, okay? 389 for you. Ticket 390 goes to... Joe is still asking for tickets. You only get one per show. If you ask once more, Joe, I'll take your ticket out and you'll be barred. So much power, dear. More power than Boris Johnson sitting here, dear. I'll tell you that now. That's all right, Ellie. All right, my love. There's my sister, Shazby. That's my sister. I won't even give her a ticket. I won't even give her a fridge magnet. She has to win one, same as everyone else. 390. Otherwise, you start getting... Oh, well, she got one. Oh, well, you gave one to him. No, so it's got to be no for everyone. There you go. 391, sister. All right. Are you talking? Feel free to use the chat messaging thing to talk to each other as well, you know. It's all about joining in and everything. There's no way I can read all the messages, though, this morning. It's just they're just flashing up past me at the speed of light this morning, which is nice. Thank you very much. Oh, I feel a bit guilty, really, not reading out all the messages. But, you know, you just can't keep up with it sometimes. Adrian. Ticket, please. Thank you. Adrian. Yes, if you notice the list of people... and I've gone past your name and you haven't got a ticket, then do ask again. Not like, what's his name, who keeps asking every 5 minutes. Adrian, there you are, 391, Adrian. All right, Adrian, there you are. Heidi, Facebook can be very funny about things or idiots report things for no reason. That's the problem, you see. And as I said before so many times, there's no one to talk to on Facebook in, like, management. When you've been barred or blocked from doing something, they just say, "Oh, refer to our rules and and you read them, and of course, it's nothing to do with what you did, and you think, well, why have I been blocked? Don't understand it, but you don't get a reply. Bloody waste of time. I think we were better off without Facebook, to be honest. I will. I'd love actually to move the entire show just onto YouTube, to be honest. I would. At the moment, we're on all of them. If I ever disappear off Facebook, just go to the YouTube channel and find us there. youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK is where you'll find us. And I never ever had a problem with YouTube, not with the music or anything. It's like with the karaoke streams we do. Often you're on Facebook and then you get cut off, copyright reasons. That doesn't happen on YouTube. They have some sort of agreement with all these different musicians so that it will tell you whether or not, yes, there's copyright issue on this, but it's not a problem because that person has been told and they can now advertise on your thing or something like that. I'm not quite sure how it works, but YouTube have got it much, much better set up than Facebook Live, honestly. So if I ever disappear, if I'm ever blocked completely from Facebook because someone has got, I just want to make a complaint. You see, I think they listen to the complaint and they don't actually go in to see what the problem is. You've only got to complain about someone and that's it, you're gone. No, and then there's no one to talk to. So annoying, so annoying. Here I go. Ellie is still blocked from posting. Well, this time I'm blocked for 7 days, Ellie. Usually it's just 24 hours. I must have been very bad. Aren't they? They're sad, lonely people, these people that run these technical companies, dear. Their entire power is just pushing a button. But remember, once you're blocked, there is no more power over you, is there? Other than to close the account, I suppose. So she's blocked from posting Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. Oh, she's blocked from everything. You must have. What have you been doing? Getting your bits and pieces out and posting photos of them, Ellie? Is that what's happening? Rachel loves the strange voices and special effects. Thank you. John Aitken, 392. Let's see if Maureen's texted in. Yes, there's Maureen. Maureen, coming next. There's yours, Sir John. 393 for Maureen. Hey, darling. 393 for Maureen. Tony, I'll have one, Chris, to put on my toilet tank. It might help it flush better. Well, it might help it flush better if you start eating a few more vegetables and a bit more fibre, dear. That's why your toilet won't... Load of old crap. These people are going, oh, my toilet doesn't flush properly anymore. Well, stop eating crap then, dear. You're blocking it up. Tony's good at... Don't ever invite Tony Power round to your house, boys and girls. He blocks up toilets. He thinks it's funny. He comes up giggling and he don't tell you. He goes home and you go use the toilet and it's blocked up with all his mess. 394, Tony. Okay. 394 for Tony. Is that everyone, my darling? Michael Lawrence, I've done you. I know I've done you, Michael. I told you, don't be asking for another one, Michael. You thieving git. Hang on a minute, let me just check. I hope I haven't made a mistake here. I should be very excuse me, what's this, Michael? What's that? What's that from earlier? Thank you. Don't ask twice. I'll take your ticket out. Unless, of course, your name hasn't come up yet. All right. Good morning to the lovely Scarlett. Hello, Scarlett. All right, my love. Thank you, Scarlett. Ronnie, there is... Ronnie, haven't you had one as well? Is there... I hope there's not people... I'm going to have to do this a different way. People are asking for multiple tickets here. Oh, no, you haven't, have you? Oh, I take that back. I apologise. Something that you should do a bit more often, dear. Ronnie, there you go, Ronnie. 395 for Ronnie. All right. Heidi Young. We were talking last week about the noise in my... I've been on the caravan site for over a year now, and it's been just dead quiet. I've been very lucky, but I've got a family moved in, and not there all the time. They probably won't be there when I'm there because I'm there in the week and they're at the weekend. But the kids are noisy, and I don't blame children for being noisy, not at all, not at all. But it's affected my enjoyment of being there, and I was really upset when it first happened on Thursday. I don't say anything, you see. I just sit there simmering. So, and I went round to my sister, and I was in a right state, and she thought it was funny. And then I said to her, "Well, I don't know why you're laughing. I'll sell up and go. I can't stand noise. This house I'm in is dead quiet. It's like my oasis." And someone else said it was. Oh, it was actually Scarlett. Private messaged me. She said, "I'm really sorry. You know, you've got the noise. It's like your oasis," which indeed it is. The noise. And then there was a baby crying the other night. But, you know, I get that. I get that as well. But what can I do to my caravan to stop the noise coming through? It's actually quite difficult to do it. Anyway, this curtain's arriving on Monday. If my sister's still watching, the curtain's arriving Monday. Heidi Young says, "I don't think I could cope if a family moved next door to me with wee ones. The noise is completely amplified in caravans. You can hear everything. This is the problem, you see. My sister has a caravan a few doors away from me. My niece is 8, but very well behaved. My sister won't have her running riot. It's nice for kids to be kids, but constant noise would drive me crazy." To be fair, Heidi, and I really want to stress, I understand children make noise and you can't ask them not to make noise. I get that. I do get that. I just want to be able to do something to the caravan. And the problem is the 2 hours that I go to sleep in the afternoon. Of course, who else goes for sleeps in the afternoon? Probably not many of you. I've done it for years and I've found it very difficult to get out of. And if I don't get it, I start feeling a bit awful. I feel awful if I don't have that 2 hours sleep. People don't understand that. You know, they think because they're up for 8 hours a day, everyone else says, well, we're all different. We're all different. And it's that 2 hours in the afternoon. To be honest, there's not been a problem at night. Yes, there was a baby crying at night, but babies cry at night. And besides, the baby was in the caravan. That's different. Because you've got two lots of... All right, you can still hear it, but it is muffled. When they're outside, different story altogether. It's like they're in the same room with you. But we're trying some stuff. Okay, thank you, Heidi, and Scarlett. You two would completely understand where I'm coming from here, you know. But I'm not a child hater. I couldn't be anything different, you know. No way. I love children. I love children, especially my great nieces and great nephews, who I have a great time with. No favourites. No, who's your favourite? No, not having any of that. No, who's my favourite? None of them. They are all equally loved by Uncle Chris. And remember, if you've got a gay uncle, you're very, very lucky. We are much cooler than normal, everyday uncles. Much cooler. You can tell all your friends, "Oh, do you know I've got a gay uncle?" All your friends are jealous then. Especially when they're international television stars like me. Kate Doody. Good morning, Kate. Late today, I was walking the dogs. Doesn't matter, Kate. You can always catch up on the playback, the replay. We have the special United Kingdom Talk iPlayer in colour as well. No black and white here, dear. Joe. Stop it, Joe. LaBelle, please may I have a ticket? Of course you can, LaBelle. There you are, LaBelle. Ticket for LaBelle, 390. Oh, look at the time. 396. All right. Oh, where's the other two gone? Oh, there they are. 396 for LaBelle. Heidi, thank God they're going back to school. Yes, I think they'll be... I don't think they'll be there next week. I really don't, Heidi. When are you back? When are you back at your caravan, Heidi? You and your man, they're in Norway at the moment. Did you manage to see the Northern Lights at all while you're there? Oh, I'd love to see those. They say that if you go on a holiday to see the Northern Lights, you shouldn't go on a holiday like to Norway or Iceland to see the Northern Lights because there's a good chance you won't. You should build your holiday and then within that holiday, hopefully you'll see the Northern Lights. But don't go on a holiday to see the Northern Lights. You know what I mean? I mean, there's plenty of... Actually, my neighbour's in Norway at the moment as well. He's going through boats and things on fjords. Oh, it's beautiful. No plastic in those fjords, is there? Beautiful. I'd like to do that. Yeah, I'd like to do that. Go on a boat. It's because it's not far, is it? Go on a boat and through all those mountains and beautifulness in Norway. Just imagine the backdrop there. I could do a show with all that stuff in the background. Oh, I'd have to get one of those expensive cabins, wouldn't I? You know, like with a balcony. None of your inside stateroom, nothing like that, dear. We have to a balcony room. That's what I need. 397 for Michael Pullman. There you go, Michael. Pohlman. Michael Pullman. There you go. Michael, 397 for you. Ellie, I wouldn't mind. I've got 3 grandchildren. Owen is 8 years old. Oh, bless his heart. That's a good age, isn't it? That's a good age. 8 years old. They're playing and everything then. Isn't it great when children start being able to talk to you? James, who's no longer baby James. It's James now. James, who's my niece's little boy. He's 2. I think he's 2 at the moment. And we're going to Euro Disney next year. All of us. I'm looking forward to that. There's me and my niece and her family. And he's started to talk now. And I might have... I'll have an item, an object, like an umbrella. Ah, there you go. Umbrella. But it's all, you teach them a word. And they remember, don't they? Then you bring it out 2 days later. Umbrella. We love it. You'll need a bigger loom for a lottery machine. I don't know. No, this room is actually not... This is much bigger than the one in Lincolnshire, although it is still small. Ray Reynolds has been up here. He was surprised how small this room is, but the one down in Lincolnshire is tiny, that one. All right? I've given you a ticket, Ronnie. You've already had one, dear. Don't be greedy, dear. Don't be greedy. Now, Joe, Big Joe in Birmingham... Why do you keep saying Big Joe? Joe, don't upset the moderators. I've got moderators here, dear. Michael Pullman, I've done yours, haven't I? Joe's in Birmingham. Right, okay. Joe's in Birmingham. So there we are. Greenland, is it Greenland? Oh, is it Greenland? That's Iceland is Greenland, isn't it? The one that Donald Trump wanted to buy. Far too cold for me. Ellie's going to send me a cheque for £1 million, but it would bounce back. If you want to buy a raffle ticket, if you want to buy a fridge magnet, you can. £10,000 each. Send your PayPal only. chris@chrisreardon.co.uk. Send your £10,000. I will personally deliver a fridge magnet if you're in the UK. Otherwise, it'll be £10,000 plus first class British Airways. No. We're not doing British Airways, are we, anymore? They've gone dreadful, they are. Oh, we've got very bad reviews, British Airways now. Where we got Virgin, that's what we're doing. We're Virgin upper class. So that'd be, if you're abroad, like La Belle, for example, if you want to buy one of these, they're £10,000 plus first class ticket to wherever you are. The Arabian Airlines are quite good, aren't they? Emirates and... they've got really good reviews. And what's that other one? Thai Airways? No, not Thai. The same. Singapore Airlines. If you're in Australia, Singapore Airlines, first class ticket. Thank you very much. I've never been first class. Right. I think I've done something wrong here. What have I done wrong here? Is that everyone's tickets? Let me just go down. Nero's in Hastings. Oh, I DJ'd there long time ago. Hastings it didn't work too well there, to be honest. I DJ'd in Hastings. I know it. Scarlett, there's Scarlett. There you are, Scarlett. That's it. Scarlett. Ticket number for Scarlett is 398. 398 ticket for Scarlett. There you are, love. All right. 11 o'clock is... 9 o'clock is the Latin Mass. That would be too early for me. 11 o'clock Solemn Mass. So that's Latin. I might do that one tomorrow, actually, Tommy. Okay, I might do that one today. Ellie's going to paint her fridge red, white and blue instead. Well, that'd do, wouldn't it? That'll do. John, I've given you your ticket now. I know I have. Yeah, I'm not going to unbutton my button, Eric. No. Oh, Joe's from Birmingham. I beg your pardon. Tony Power... Hang on a minute, I'm reading old messages here, aren't I? Has this jumped back or something? Ooh. Ray 0784. Ray. There you are. Ray 0784. Ticket number 399, Ray. Okay. No fake news today, my friend. Too many tickets to be given out. Rachel collects coins, the 50 pence and £2 ones. Oh, I collect £50 notes. I just haven't got any at the moment. Is that everyone? Right, is that everyone? Let me see. I think that's it. Dinny uses hush plugs. Silicone. Okay. I'm going to go down to Boots because I was recommended a particular type of earplugs to buy by my friend Tom Edwards, and I can see if I've got one there. Have I got more subscribers? Have I? 944. Fantastic. That's excellent. Great nephew Marcus's 13th birthday today. Oh, how nice. I'll sing that to him. What's his name? Marcus. Marcus 13. I'll do that with the birthdays that we're going to do in a second, okay? Oh, lovely. Heidi's young. She's seen the Northern Lights. How amazing. Oh, I'd love to see those. I'd love to see those. And cheap booze as well. 55 quid. Oh, no, not cheap booze. She's going to Sweden to get cheap a few times to cheap booze. £55 for 70 centilitre bottle of Jack Daniel. I don't drink, so I don't know. Is that everyone's tickets? Gonna have to scroll down, my darlings, all right? Because we must run out of time here. Is that everyone? There we go. That's nearly everyone. Singapore Airlines is amazing, says John. I've never been on one of those. Morning, Colin. Morning, Colin. Thank you, Tommy. Okay, so 12:30 is normal. No. I'll double check what time my mate wants picking up tomorrow because I'm picking them up tomorrow. Okay, so the next ticket will be 400. Right. Lines are closed now for raffle tickets. If I've missed out your name, apologies to you. But frankly, there's so many messages coming through on the thing. It's been hard to keep up this morning. Hello to Martin Chan. Good morning. High Grade Gaming. Good morning to you, sir. So if you still want a raffle ticket, you must now email in chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Don't forget, if you've already had a ticket on live, don't email in for another one. You've got your names on there, so I will know. And if you try that one, I'll take out your ticket and you will be barred, boys and girls. Blocked. You're joining the naughty persons list. Actually, there was a very funny video someone sent me some months ago. And it's this little boy and his dad. And the boy is about 6 years old. And it's with his dad on this video. I think it was a Christmas video. And his dad says to him, he said, you might not get any presents. And this little boy said, why won't I get any presents? Well, you've been naughty, haven't you? You're on the naughty list. And he's going, I'm not on the naughty list. He says, yes, I think you're on the naughty list. I'm not on the naughty list. No, I'm not on the naughty list. I think you are. I'm not on the naughty list. There you go. You're being naughty now. I'm not being naughty. It's hilarious. I don't know if some of you probably have seen that on the as a little Facebook video that goes around. Which I love it. Love it. Love it. My dogs want their bowl back, Chris Reardon, says Ellie. You get a lot of water in that, wouldn't you? I'm from Martin Chan. Where's Martin Chan? Where is that? From Martin's channel. I beg your pardon. Martin's channel, of course you are. Don't forget, my brother-in-law does a show. That's the Retrorestore show. You can find that at 2 o'clock, boys and girls, youtube.com, and then just type in Retrorestore. You'll see him there. He's pretty obvious. He wears a black vest. That's his, sort of thing. He always wears a black vest on his shows and when he's doing his videos and all that. So if you see a bloke with a black vest who looks much, much older than me, that's my brother-in-law on the channel Retrorestore, YouTube, Retrorestore channel, and that's the one there, okay? Crisscross, sorry, wrong sticker, the one before. Oh, have I missed something, Chris? What's the wrong sticker? What have I done? Maureen, I've done yours, and that's it, isn't it? That's it. Okie doke. We'll do today's birthdays now, boys and girls, and then we're out of here. Tomorrow's show will be probably night time. It'll be night time tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but we'll do a show tomorrow at night time, my darlings, okay? Only 2 birthdays today, actually. Nick Christies. Good morning, Nick. Nick Christides, isn't it? I beg your pardon. Is today 51 years old. Good morning, Nick. Happy birthday for you. You look much older than me. I don't understand that, Nick. Why is that, darling? You see, it's the gay gene, you see. We all look young. We all look so, except for the little bloke who does the chat show. He looks old, doesn't he? Graham Norton. My God, he looks old, dear. I don't know what went wrong with his gay gene. It's that grey beard, isn't it? Oh, I can't stand a grey beard. Look how short this is now. I'm going to try and keep this really short. I think we're going to go to clean shaven very soon now, boys and girls. I think we're going to go to clean shaven very soon. Oh, Eric, why do you want me to unbutton? All right. He keeps asking, so I'm going to have to do it. Here we go. Right, are you ready, Eric? There you go. He wants to see the belly button. There we are. There we are. That's it. That's it. Someone to complain now. Oh, this bloke on your chat Facebook. Someone complained to Facebook. This bloke on Facebook got his belly button out. Someone to moan, wouldn't he? There we are. And Nathan Stocks today. That's 2 birthdays today. Nathan Stocks, happy birthday to you. And Nick Christides today is 51 years old. Happy birthday, gang. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Once again, if I could ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. I think my brother-in-law and sister are going to assist me today at some point. So you never know, we might get to it today. I think it was Paul and Lou who mentioned a moment ago. Our new number is 944. So I can't believe how much that's gone up this week with, again, thanks to Martin and Sharon now. I can't believe how much that's gone up this week. But yes, 944. We're at now, so that's just fantastic. Thank you very much. Thanks ever so much for joining us. High Grade Gaming was 34 yesterday. Oh, I forgot Marcus, the little boy. Now, who's was that? Was that John Aiken's nephew or great nephew? One of the two. I tell you what, I forgot him, and so I'm going to sing him specially. All right, I tell you what to do. So that a 13-year-old isn't going to be interested in this show. Was it your nephew, John? I think it was your nephew, wasn't it? Or was it someone else? I can't. Kate enjoyed the belly button. I'm glad you did, Kate. Although it's surrounded by a lot of fat at the moment, isn't it? Surrounded by a lot of fat. Yes, I forgot Marcus's birthday. I'll pause and then sing it, so you can pause it and then just show him that bit, because I don't think a 13-year-old's going to want to sit for all this old rubbish. They're more interested in playing computer games and shooting people down, aren't they? On these. Fortnite. Is it Fortnite that's a popular game at the moment? So here we go. Are you ready? Here we go. Marcus's 30th. Right, hang on. I'll leave a little gap. So happy birthday to John Aiken's great nephew Marcus, who today, on this Saturday, the 31st of August 2019, is 13 years old. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marcus. Happy birthday to you. All right, Marcus, hope you have a lovely birthday. And John, who is your uncle, of course, has told me he's going to go out and buy you the most fantastic birthday present. And he said for me to tell you to ask for whatever you wanted, and he will happily buy it for you. What a lovely uncle. There are some uncles, who I would say that and then would go back on their word. But I know John won't do that. He will happily go and buy anything you want for your birthday. So what a lovely uncle. Congratulations there, okay? And that's it for the show today. Thanks ever so much for joining us, boys and girls. A pleasure to talk to you as always. I'm off down the shops now, do a bit of shopping in Aldi. I've got no yogurt, got no fat-free yogurt left. It don't seem to be making much difference, to be honest. And I hope to be back with you at some time tomorrow evening, boys and girls. Have a lovely Saturday, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye now.